Lordy Doddy, we likes to party. We don't cause trouble. We bother nobody.
What I love people. Be honest. Be honest.
Welcome. It's another exciting edition of the Black Table, and this remains one of the most anticipated late night shows on Nigerian television today. All right. As you know, this is a show where we do not hold back, we do not pull back, and we are not afraid of anything. We say the truth, the way it should be, and nothing but the truth. As always, I wouldn't be doing this all by myself, as I have the most esteemed gentlemen, in the house with me. This men make the show what it is today, and I'm going to be introducing Gang first. We call him the mayor of Agongi, the man with the voice of a god, the man who makes all the difference, the man who is the most loyal man in Lagos. Yes. Big up, gang.
Yeah, it's great to be here as usual. Full house, usual suspects.
Yeah.
London boy in the building.
Yeah. So
The richest of uncles.
In it. London boy back in the building, in it.
So last week I kind of introduced gang as ADs, and this is Mount Olympus.
Yes.
I didn't apologize, but I'm not gonna apologize still, gang. And of course, the man we call the rich uncle, the man with the steez, the man,
London boy. Okay, we're leaving London boy.
the man who he travels the world, spends all the currencies, makes a difference.
And he's claiming that somebody's London boy.
No, but that title
This
is
is the man that
on. No,
goes
but right
round the
now,
world.
let's be honest. That title is on. That somebody just came back from London at one naira to 250.
Exactly. Ow. How did you do it? How did you do it? How did you do it?
Hey, God.
And of course,
I want to be like you when I grow up.
and of course, finally, I'm going to be introducing my man, the
London boy.
navigator, London boy,
like
the
that.
diplomat,
Yes, bro.
the premium MC,
Yo.
the biker with an attitude.
One guy.
Opoju.
Thank you so much.
Fresh from London, yo.
Thank
Look
you.
at the skin.
I bet. Which one?
Your
be-
skin
which
is
one-
skinny.
Which what's skinny
They
about
say
this
you were
skin?
in it.
I don't understand anything. I just they say I'm sorry. What? Sorry. Can you come again? I know they hear
No, don't do
anything.
that. Don't do that.
No,
Let's
no,
keep it
but
staged, man.
you know the thing is, right? Actually, it's my first time in London, right? I've been to every other place
Oh, that
apart
London.
from London.
Yeah,
This London.
yeah.
Like I really wanted to see what
And
was
you now
going
decided
on.
to go. You now decided to go at this time.
I mean,
Summertime.
Summertime,
no,
bro.
so I mean, like, I went for work, right? But
That's what we're also-
I decided to add it with a little bit of holiday and
Normally,
everything.
as a navigator.
Which navigate? What is it? A navigate?
As a navigator.
I don't navigate. I'm so sorry, but I mean, I don't think I had as much fun as I would have expected to have.
You can't.
Because not because of the money enough alone, but the money was also
It was a determining
was not,
factor.
the money was not money. You know, it was,
Yeah, the money was weak.
it's not money. My brother.
Every
You
time
know,
you want to spend money,
you know, see, it got to a point now. If I see this stuff and I want to get this stuff, I check the price. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah,
it's not
yeah,
necessary.
everything. See, anything above 100
It's 200
is 200 and something K.
Imagine.
Anything over 100 is 50 pounds is 100 and something
That's
thousand.
crazy,
So imagine
yeah.
every 50 pounds I'm spending 100,000.
But before
You
you
know
go
anything
any
about it
further,
like that?
Yes, that's what it is.
wait, calm down. What did you bring back for the boys?
Love, peace, and
After
happiness.
this pounds that is pounding.
You pounded. Okay.
The pounds
Alright,
was
we'll ask you
pounding
that.
me.
No, I get it.
That pound,
I get it.
like-
I get it.
Omo, they buy the chocolates. Hallelujah.
Thank God.
All right. It's always a great time being here with the boys, and of course we've got a fully loaded edition tonight on the Black Table. We're going to take a quick break now. When we return, the show proper starts. We've got some very interesting conversations that we're going to be diving into. All right, welcome back. It's still the Black Table, the ultimate men's guide. This is the show where men get to steam on and steam off and, generally just have a good conversation and find solutions to some very problematic questions. Now, a lot of things have happened this week, and I want to start with something that someone asked me. It's a conversation from a lady, actually, because a couple of women who watched the show have asked certain questions about some conversations we've had in the past. So I said, okay, you know what, let me bring this on the table. Let's see if we can tear it apart and find solutions to it. And the first question I was asked was, how do men deal with temptations? How do we deal with temptations? Because I know from my own experiences that I have to deal with such things all the time. But she wanted to know from what, you know, the guys go through every day. You
So I
went to a
think-
carnival.
Yeah, I
one
mean,
of the most
so-
popular carnivals
So what I
in the world.
think is, I'm so sorry. I mean, I want you to narrow down the question, right? So you just say, how do men
Deal
deal
with
with
temptations.
Now,
I'm talking about the
The
female
question is,
folk
I
now.
need you to narrow it down
I should come down.
Yeah,
To
come down
the kind
I
of
should fly
temptation.
down.
to the
downwards.
kind of temptation
Women. I'm
on
talking
what
about women.
Okay, how do men deal with
temptations?
on what level?
With women.
With women at work, women
At work,
at
women, socially,
church,
and all of
socially.
that. Like,
When,
okay,
when you
let's,
see a
let's
fine
create-
girl in London,
in
how
London,
do
yeah,
you...
yeah, in it?
If you don't put London, you don't go understand if you don't put London.
Yeah, you get it, right?
How do you deal with it?
As far as I'm concerned, right? Personally, I feel like there are different
Silence
reasons.
loud.
There are different.
Silence loud,
Wait,
my man.
It's ringing in my ears.
No.
It's
There
loud.
are different reasons why people do what they do, right? And
Oh, wait. Let me rephrase.
Yes.
How do you deck?
why do you have to?
How do you deck Imafidon deal with
why
temptations?
are you doing like this now?
Female temptations.
Well, you know, the thing is this, right? Personally, I'm of the opinion that you do what you choose to do.
Are you saying
If you
everything?
decide,
Yeah,
hold
go
on,
on.
hold on,
Understand
No,
what's
no, no,
the
hold
point
on.
I'm
Now,
saying,
if your discipline is
Yeah.
right from within,
discipline, okay?
you have to be disciplined. You have to know exactly what it is that you want.
Okay.
You have to know that, okay, this is exactly how I want to handle issues.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, temptation, like you said, is temptation. It's something that is tempting, right? Doesn't mean that you have to give into it. So from my perspective, I'm of the opinion that you have to dignify yourself with a little bit of respect. And so if you respect yourself, you see,
Oh my
there's
God.
so many things that I see out there, or so many people who I see out there who literally disrespect themselves by even talking to certain people in certain ways.
Okay.
Now you can imagine being a married man and you have people working with your wife and you're talking to people like that. It's not just a disrespect to your wife, it's also a disrespect to you as an individual.
So you're talking about discipline. Rich uncle,
Yeah.
quickly, how do you deal with, you know, certain temptations that come your way every day?
I don't have temptation coming my way. Number one. Number two, I'm a child of God. In the
Okay.
Bible, God said, flee from
What's going on
temptation.
No, the Bible says flee from all appearances.
So even it be like. Because in the Bible,
Okay.
when they wanted to kill Jesus, God did not tell them, don't worry, I'll create a force field around you.
Yeah.
He said, take the child and flee.
You know how terrible this is. Is the fact that rich uncle has the tenacity
So talk
to
about
quote the Bible about this kind of issue. Why?
I've read the Bible cover to cover like 20 times.
Why is it this particular issue that you have?
Because you have to draw reference from your source.
Okay, that's his source. Gang, maybe you can help us because the women need to be educated. You know,
See-
they accuse men of a lot of things.
When
and this
you-
question is a valid question.
When you're as religious as me and
Oh my God.
rich uncle, you know,
Really?
and you
Yeah,
say,
guys, are you
get
serious?
behind me, Satan.
Get deep behind me.
Do you understand?
Get deep behind me.
But on a more serious note, similar to what Deck was saying,
London boy.
similar to what Deck was saying, sometimes when you're a principled individual, do you understand?
Yeah.
You're a principled, you're responsible, you're not a wayward person, so to speak. There's certain things that you don't really see as temptations.
Okay,
you
so
understand?
discipline again.
Do you understand? You're that disciplined that if somebody decides to misbehave around you to
Yeah.
try and tempt you,
Okay.
you don't even see it.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because you're so focused.
Full
You're so
cost.
focused on your
I
responsibility.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But then
but
at the same
focus,
time, here's
yeah.
the funny thing. That's why
Yeah.
I tell people to beware of specs.
Oh.
When you say my spec,
Wonder.
the kind
I
of
was
person
going
I
there.
like, when those kind of
Wisdom.
things come around your way, you know that you've made a commitment, so you flee. Do you understand? But see, there's some people that the devil doesn't even tempt because he knows they would fall immediately.
I
A friend
see.
of mine used to say something.
Okay.
She will tell me that now from clapping they enter dance. The moment you start clapping, before you know it, you start nodding. All right, and that's exactly the way temptation works.
Because check this out.
It's-
Just
so
imagine
you see the
falling
word.
for
I'm so
every
sorry.
time-
The word
wait,
temptation
guys.
itself. The word temptation in itself is not a drastic move. It's a gradual process.
Yeah.
So the moment you begin to
Education.
see appearances of that evil,
Yeah.
you need to what? Flee.
But so let me tell you guys this
Okay.
thing. True life story, yeah.
Yeah.
So one time a girl was a friend of mine. She was trying to move to one guy, and the guy obviously was not just responding the way she wanted him to respond.
Right.
And then I was like, she was very disappointed. I'm like, I was wrong. She's like, nah, this guy is acting all principled and all, but what he needs is bespoke temptation.
Bespoke.
As in
Tailored
tailored,
to
Tailored, design.
So I'm like, what does that mean? And she was like, if your spec is chasing you, you're finished. And when she said that, I was like, never thought about it like that. So
True.
may our specs never chase
Eh, eh.
us.
Okay,
But
you know what? As far as I'm concerned, no one has answered this question.
I just did.
No one
May
has
our
answered
specs
this
never
question.
change us.
But wait, one more thing, Olamide. Here's
yeah.
the thing. Imagine always falling for every temptation that comes your way. What kind of man would you be seen as?
That's no longer temptations.
Do you
If you fall
understand?
for it, it's an habit.
No, that's just you being weak,
So,
though.
so let me tell you the way most men deal with it. They try to chop and clean mouths. Do you understand? They try
Right.
and do things behind the scenes, assuming that people outside do
Don't
not
know
know
what's going on.
this is
Yeah,
what
I like
they've
that.
done.
True.
But if you continue to do it and do it too much, your cup gets full and
starts to
spills
spill.
over. And at
Oh.
the end of the day, everybody knows.
Wisdom, 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 wisdom. Some will argue that the best way to, deal with a temptation is to fall right into it.
Is that what you do? Because you
get
haven't
rid of
answered the
it.
question.
Wait.
Is that what you do?
Get rid of
Back
the
that
horse.
up. Wait, did you just say the best way
the
to
best way to deal with temptation is to fall
right into the
fall
temptation?
right
Cameraman, say na zoom and
fall
where's that?
right into it.
So that when they are dragging, they know who to do. So you feel like the best.
I'm
way-
sorry, unfortunately, the
no.
guys were not able to give you the
No,
answer
but
you want.
hold on.
but
So
we'll
you're
move on
saying the
from it.
best way to deal with temptation is to just fall right into
Because
it.
it's like an itch, you know.
If
So
you,
scratch
if you
like
don't
an
itch it,
you itch
you won't
it.
feel good.
Yes, so that's what I'm saying.
I know
And,
they do.
But you know, if you look at it very, very carefully,
Yeah.
it might sound funny, but it's a fact, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Conspiracy
No, hold on, hold
theory,
on. I'll tell
brewing.
you why. You see, what is your take on pursuing a lady that is giving you attitude and that is saying no to you?
When I was in the streets, mama, I would die there.
You died there.
How long?
How many of those people you died for worked out?
They call me rich uncle for a reason.
He died for
They call me rich uncle for a reason. I know they go back to where
so
they
why
lose.
am I saying what I'm saying? What I'm saying is that if you keep going after something that is not for you, leave it. The tendency that thing comes back is very high.
I don't wait.
Okay, I think
No,
we've
but this
deviated a
situation
bit,
is
yeah?
this situation is a bit different because like your person was saying, these temptations
Person, what?
these temptations keep coming to you as a guy. How do you deal with it?
Exactly.
Sometimes, and this is going to sound quite awkward, sometimes it's good to taste or test the fruit that's coming your way
Like
to know
Adam
that this
did.
is something I should not take part of.
No, so
But
that's the
unfortunately,
thing. So
if
that's
it's
what he's
poisonous,
saying.
unfortunately, if it's poisonous,
Then you
You
have,
get
you have
poisoned.
to, of course, I mean, at the end of the day, you have to take responsibilities for your actions, right? But one thing you must also understand is from what he said, sometimes you give in to that temptation and remove your eyes on. Like your right people, so you're to do it. You understand? And then you will know if it's good and if it's not good. You understand? So that's the way, for me personally,
So the
I
upside.
won't do that.
so
I
the-
won't do that. Because I always say to my friends,
Wait,
this thing
okay,
called,
guys, you know what?
this
Let's
thing.
really tear the table apart. You're married. You're married. You're married. I'm
Why
married.
do you have
But
to reiterate
now,
that?
Now, let's go back to the past. Before when you were married, are you telling me you've never really been tempted by
Why would
a
I tell you
woman?
that? I've been tempted many times.
That's what.
Many
what
times.
That's the question.
Many
People
times.
want to know how you dealt with that situation.
That's
Remove the
thing.
modesty.
That's the thing.
Remove the,
It was
remove the innate.
it was
remove
a
the
choice.
London.
Let me be honest with you. Let's break the table. All right?
Yes.
The ones that wait now.
Zoom.
The ones that I fell for them. The ones that I decided, no, I'm not going to do this.
Okay, so what?
I did
so
not
the
do it.
principle, you were disciplined. You knew when to back away from it.
Yeah,
right?
so you see, there are some certain things that are called dirty. Outright dirty. It doesn't make any sense for you to do it.
Okay.
There are some certain things that, okay, boys will be boys. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Do you understand? I mean, I'm not
have
making
no
it
idea what you're saying.
So when you say boys will
but,
be
but
boys,
keep going. I have no idea what you're saying, but keep going.
Well, I mean, you have to be realistic about these things.
Can I be honest with you?
They will come.
I want to share a true story.
All right.
This is a long time ago.
Yes,
long
true
time
story.
ago.
How long ago was it?
Before I found the love of my life. This is a long time ago. Before I knew the love of my life existed.
Before you found Christ.
get-
When
story,
temptations used to come to me, I jump in with both feet.
Woo!
Because here's the funny thing.
Finally,
From the experience I had,
somebody is saying the truth.
I never had certain opportunities. So when the temptations started coming, you would ask yourself, why are these things coming to me? Is there a reason? Is this a test? Why are these things coming?
Maybe God,
and because you have not,
maybe God has finally remembered.
because
me.
you've not enjoyed certain things that you feel others have enjoyed, we jumped in with both feet.
So
But then
you chop.
chop well with two hands.
Jesus!
You understand what I'm saying?
Jesus!
But
But you have to be
here's the
graphic,
catch.
though.
Here's
Why?
the catch. Here's the catch. After you jump in and you have certain experiences,
Right.
you understand?
You grow from it.
You grow from it and you now
Yeah.
realize that if I had known better, but now I know better.
Exactly. So right now, would you jump into that kind of temptation?
Am I mad?
Exactly my point.
But
Yes,
it depends.
so
exactly my
It
point.
depends.
It depends, right?
So
It
that's the
depends.
thing. So like you, like you
Then
rightly
he said
said,
it depends. It depends.
it depends on
It
what.
depends on.
On the tempter.
Like you rightly said, that's what I was about to say. Like you rightly said, this gentleman did a prayer.
I'm a child
He
of
said,
God.
make sure, like God will not allow our speck pursue us.
In Jesus'
Yeah, but
name,
that's what I'm
amen.
saying.
Because if your speck pursue you, my brother, you will not jump. You
But
will,
that's it.
you will fly
See,
in.
Okay.
let me tell you
That's
what
the
got,
thing.
let me tell you something that's gotten me into trouble so many times. Opportunity comes but once.
It's a very terrible statement. Very
Jesus!
terrible. You see,
Opportunity comes
it's a
but
terrible
So
statement.
honestly, this thing that you said, let me not lie. When I want to do rubbish in my life, I'll say you only live once.
Only once.
That's when if I want to do rubbish.
them
I know
do
that this is
just
like rubbish.
once.
I say
One time.
One
You
life.
say
You see
One
that
life.
YOLO? You see that YOLO?
One pass.
That is the way my wife spends money. My wife spends money as if she's
not going to wake up tomorrow.
Like she spends it like badly. Like I'll be asking. I used to ask.
You get money for another
No. I usually ask my wife. I'm like, babe,
Another one.
I know your dad was
Another
very
one
wealthy,
day, but is
did
it
he
still
leave more money
remaining
somewhere
that I don't know about?
You understand? So, oftentimes are not. It's important to understand that everything that we do starts from the heart, from the mind. That it's a fact. If you don't want to fall for temptation, it starts from your mind.
Yeah.
No, but I think in all
That's the
honesty,
thing.
if we're going to be very honest, I think if we're going to be honest, you can't avoid all temptations, right?
Thank you.
A lot of times you have to learn. You learn on experience.
How to navigate through
No,
it.
you fall a couple of times, and then so when it comes next time, you know that I know where they go. Go that side.
Exactly.
Go that side.
But it's not that easy. It's not that easy for you to say that good aside. Like,
It's true.
Okay,
It's not-
so-
it's-
like I said,
if you've never been to
see,
Heathrow,
these temptations don't come like it just comes at you. But no, it trickles into
It's actually
you.
soft. It's
It's
very,
very
very
subtle.
subtle.
You won't
I'm
even
just going to
know.
ask one more question and then we go to the next quick fire. Can you sincerely see temptation coming from a mile away?
5 miles away now.
Because
now, with
I have
my
this- I have
experience,
this thought.
5 miles away.
I have this
Ah,
thought
no,
that
no, I don't believe
think
that.
I think the reason why most guys fall for certain things is
They
because
don't
number
see it
one, they've
coming.
never experienced it before.
Yeah.
Number two, it's an unusual situation.
No.
And that is why I would tell you, if you take a pastor to a gentleman's club, you'll be shocked with the things that pastor would do.
I disagree.
so
I
the thing
disagree.
is-
Yes,
No,
because you know what I'm
Bro.
saying that. You know what I'm saying that when you're not used to certain things,
You'll be-
and you take
you'll
these
act out of
people into
character,
the,
yeah.
you will act out of character.
You will. You will.
I
And
disagree.
I completely
well,
agree.
you can disagree, but I'm just saying.
I get you
like,
because sometimes sometimes it also depends on your how would I say the level of satisfaction that you've attained in your life. You can walk into a room and there's so many beautiful women, but you just know that there are people in the room because you're focused.
You're
Do you understand?
focused. That's the
you
word
are
for
focused.
today.
There's so many women in the room,
Okay,
but
so-
you're not that wayward that any woman I see, I'm
That's
going
not,
like
that's
this.
not what we're defining as
Okay,
temptation.
so let me just
Yeah.
explain. Let's end it.
So
This door
I'm gonna
opens.
break
This door
table.
opens now.
This door,
I'm
that
gonna break
This
this
door
table
opens.
very soon.
That one there.
Nicki
yeah.
Minaj walks in, Beyonce walks in, bikini.
And
Now,
Bro,
wait.
Wait.
Okay,
Two of them are not my spec.
good.
But now
Give me
that-
your spec,
but
Missy Elliott.
No.
No, give me your spec.
So let me use them. Let me use them as
Give
example.
me your spec.
They
Give me-
walk in. Here's the funny thing. They walk in. I recognize their presence.
Bro, give
but
me.
I am
Okay,
too,
it's okay. Give me your spec.
It doesn't matter.
So let me quickly say something.
Since we spent so much time on this, let's quickly move on to something which is.
I really wanted to break the table, but
Okay,
let's move on.
Okay, let's
move
on to
on.
something else. Let's
Let's move on.
Okay, break the table.
No.
Break it. Break it.
No way, let's go.
Break it.
No,
break
don't
it.
worry
We'll buy
about
another one from London. Break it.
Guys,
Break
you
it.
guys are talking about this going back and forth and all that. You must also understand, right? No, I think I'm going to get in trouble.
Break the table. Guys, you just came back from London. Nothing can happen.
Guy, I'm not.
Nothing can
I'm
happen.
not trying to sleep
You are
outside.
freshly mint. No, they should.
I'm not
No,
trying to
just
sleep
no,
outside.
tell us. They go cut and tell us.
No. I
It's
beg.
like-
I beg.
No, boy,
Let's move on. Let's
no,
move on.
but tell us.
Move on now.
Tell us
Move
now.
on.
Cyber quickfire is something that we all talked about earlier. I think sometime last week or earlier this week, and it's about waist beads on women. And a lot of guys have their different fetishes, and some like it, some do not like it. But we're totally focusing on this. Now, I'm going to start with Rich Uncle.
You know my answer.
I don't know your answer. That's how
Because I put it in the group chat.
I know. For those out there, I know.
They don't
I
need
know
to
what I know.
They don't need to know what goes
But
on in the
that's what I'm
group chat.
asking you. What are your thoughts on women wearing waist beads?
So,
Why are you so excited now? What's going on? Why is he so happy?
I'm not happy. So, with the kind of waist beads I've seen in my life,
Oh, you see quite a
that
lot
thing
there.
can destroy a man's destiny. Otilo. No, but so, first of all, I'm not religious. That means I'm neither a Christian nor a Muslim.
superstitious.
I'm not even about that. I believe in spirituality. I believe that, okay, there's a physical, there's a spiritual, but I'm not one of those, they go church, they go mosque. But I understand.
he just quoted the Bible.
Oh, definitely, because I read it. Just the same way I read the Quran.
When Lucifer tempted Jesus, was he not quoting Bible?
Lucifer.
What's on another?
Lucifer.
No, but as I was saying though,
Yeah.
I think that I like to take everything for face value until it's proven otherwise, right? So if a lady has waist beads or neck bead, leg bead, I don't have a problem with it. However, in that context that you are going into, your waist bead, your waist bead cut, you have to go back to Abeokuta,
Okay.
Kiniko.
So to clarify, you're talking about being fetish.
Yeah.
Do you think waist beads are fetish?
Personally, I don't think they are, but they might be.
To be honest with you, right? I mean, there are different types of people. There are people who wear waist bead just for the value of it, just for the aesthetics of it.
But what are
Some
the
people
Nobody
wear
gets
it.
to see it though, except the guy that is breaking it down.
You do know that there is actually a myth in the Yoruba community of girls that if you wear, I don't even know if it's
a
Yoruba.
community of
It's just,
girls.
No. What I'm saying is that.
No,
Hold on.
let him
Like,
finish.
what I mean is that, amongst girls,
Is it on
I think
our
somebody
WhatsApp?
has said that to me before, that when you wear a waist bead, it makes your bunda bigger or look bigger. That's what they say. But for me, it never works for me. You can't wear that and have anything with it. I will never do it.
Okay.
I don't care whether it's for aesthetics. I don't care whether it's for.
What you're trying to tell us
It
here
will never
now
happen.
is that you've never been with a woman with waist beads.
Never.
Ever.
Oh, sorry, you can never or you've never
no,
been.
no, no,
Let's clarify
Never.
there. It's catching
No,
his
no,
eye.
no, no, no.
It's catching his eye.
I forgot my
So
glasses.
you've
That's why.
never been you've never been with a woman that wears waist
Never.
beads. Do you think
Never.
you can ever be with a woman that wears waist beads?
My brother, unless I did not see it.
Okay,
There's
so
no way you
you're-
can't see it now.
My wife doesn't wear it because of me. Because, I mean, she tried to wear it one time. I told her, this is not going to
all
happen.
right. So, gang, quick
that's
one.
it.
Do you think it beautifies women?
Okay, let me share some experience I had in the past.
Who
when I
sees
was
that
of the
place?
world.
What do you mean beautify women?
I-
Who sees that
I'm
place?
just
no.
asking.
Listen, I'm going to be
so
very
it's
honest
supposed
with
to
you.
be like a
I-
very intimate thing for.
I never
yeah.
understood waist beads. I never really had an experience with it. But my first experience, there's something that is actually quite attractive with women that wear waist beads.
Really?
My first experience, I actually interrogated this young lady. This is a very long time ago. And then I now found out that some of them wear it for weight situations.
How?
To know whether they've put on weight
Oh, okay.
or they've
True,
lost
true,
weight.
true, true.
Okay.
But then I thought it was something that you easily put on and remove. But they wear it for a very long period that's almost permanent. They don't take it off. Before I started
And they have
hearing
to cut
certain
it off
fetish
if they want to
things.
remove it. Yeah,
For
that's true.
some people, it's attractive because even sometimes the sound it makes when the beads hit.
At what point does it?
Oh my gosh!
Do you hear the sound?
Oh my gosh!
At what point do you hear that sound?
No, wait. Sometimes it's just like, sorry, I want to take you guys to
Let's go to
London scenarios.
Okay.
To London scenarios where you have belly dancers, exotic dancers that move their waist in certain ways.
Do you go
And
there?
when they
How do you
wear-
know that, please?
Uncle, I watch films.
Which film? Tell me the name of the film that you watched a belly dancer using waist
You
bead.
mean like that thing makes...
Yes, it makes a sound. And even
So why
sometimes,
is
it does make a sound, and it makes a sound.
Really?
It claps. It claps.
Claps.
It tatatas. It claps. It tatatas.
don't know.
But let's be honest. To some people, there's something attractive about waist beads,
Right.
ankle beads, bracelets. There's something attractive about it. Some people like piercings. Some people like so many things. So, but on an African level now, that's where the fetish comes in.
Yeah.
That you now wonder why people insist on going to certain people, certain places to make sure they get the beads from there. There's some girls that just go to the market and buy beads and put on their waist.
Yes, that's what I said. It's
And
just
they
some
wear
people just wear it for
permanently.
aesthetics.
Sometimes it's just like,
That's it.
It's almost, to an extent, it's almost asking a girl why she's wearing a thong and not a full
There's
There's something that women feel accentuate. There's something it just does to the waistline.
But how come you
In
know?
terms
I'm
of-
so sorry, but how come? How do you even know so much about
women
this?
wear tongues, though?
Why?
Yeah. You spoke about it with so much knowledge.
See, listen.
Rich uncle, what's going on?
Listen.
Okay, let's listen to him.
Please, guys, don't misquote me.
Nobody is.
But there is something about waist beads that women and some men find attractive.
Do you find waist beads attractive?
I don't care.
So are you saying women with waist beads?
In the past, yes, I've been with somebody that
So
had waist beads.
would you like
still-
for your wife to wear waist beads?
So you said
Now, here's the funny thing. I've known my wife for, gosh, God knows how long. She can't start wearing waist beads now.
So are you
Well,
saying...
but would you be okay with it?
So if she
I would
starts...
ask her why.
Okay, so if she
Wait,
starts wearing waist
if
beads...
she's evolving, I mean, we know of women who want to
Everybody evolves.
evolve,
Everybody
right?
evolves.
Who want to just try new things, right? I mean,
Yeah.
my wife has been talking about tattoos now for like the longest.
If she wants to
When
experience
we
that,
were
she tells me this
when
is
we were
why.
in the
What's the big
UK, we
deal?
were supposed to go. You know, the issue of why we didn't get tattoos were where do you want to put it?
Pain is crazy.
No, it's not even about the pain. Where do you want to put it on the hand? I can't do that because I mean I'm a public
Listen,
speaker.
I know
and
how
have to show
well
my
I know
body.
my wife.
So
my wife wouldn't even
while
go
we're
for
still
that.
while we're still on the the
So-
issue of
No, you didn't answer our question.
and enhancements and all of that, the conversation of women enhancing themselves
Right.
with BBLs and other things also came up.
Yeah.
And I mean, hypothetically speaking, rich uncle, natural or artificial? Okay, sorry, I said
Start
that
from
wrongly.
somebody else.
Let me start.
gather my thoughts.
Let me start.
Or
Let me start. See, here's the thing, and I think women should try and understand this real quick. There's certain things men want to have momentarily, and there's some things that men want to have long term. Do you understand?
man.
If you see a BBL, you see something artificial, it's
Please,
another flavor in the ice cream that you wouldn't mind trying, but it's not something that you want to keep. You get me? That's the major
You see-
situation. You see people with BBL, see people with enhanced bodies, you have a certain look, and we know that's not natural. Most men wouldn't mind sampling the product.
A couple of
Just to
times.
see
But
what it looks
nobody
like.
wants to keep that product in their refrigerator or in
okay,
their store.
thank you,
It's that
Dan.
simple.
Rich uncle, do you agree with what Ganga said?
1,552%. Straight.
Okay.
No, because so first of all, it's in the simplest form. It's something to like, wow. It's basically like a toy. You play with it and you drop it. You don't keep it. And I think
outgrow
that
it as
you
well.
outgrow it. And then the reality of life is that we all know when something is true and when it's not true. So if I see a girl, your bust line is 36, your waist is 15, and your bum is 38.
For how long?
Come on.
Okay.
You know the joke.
So men can identify that.
Oh, from a mile away.
So you know the thing is this, right?
Okay.
The first time I saw BBL, I didn't even.
Wait, you saw it?
Yes, I saw it.
Where? How?
A friend of mine had.
You saw your friend's BBL?
No, I not.
Like you saw.
Slow down.
Yeah, like,
What's the
okay.
issue?
Slow down.
Okay.
The first time I saw
your
The waistline
friend.
of a friend.
You saw the friend's waistline.
Oh, God, what are you saying?
Bro!
Not
No,
the naked feel or the naked
you saw your friend. Hold on.
the shape of my friend. I didn't even know what it was.
What was
or
his
what
name?
it meant.
You didn't know what it was.
So yeah, it was
What
really
you
his
about,
name.
bro?
No, so what you
it.
must understand is this, right?
But I don't look
For
at my
me-
friends like that, though. So how did you notice that your friend has a shape?
BBL.
Would you let me talk?
No, I just want
Would
to
you let
know.
me talk?
Like
Richard,
you-
let me talk.
Okay, Richard, let's hear the man.
All right.
In it.
Yes.
All right.
So you know the thing is this, right? When I saw it the first time, I didn't even know what it was. You
No,
know,
your friend walked in,
my
you
wife had to call my attention to it. Do you know that this person actually had, their butts
So you have
down
to
and
look.
everything? So I
this
now
thing
saw
that you
it.
said, let me.
So,
sorry
hold
to
on
break you.
now.
Sorry to break
Okay.
you. So there was one day I was with my wife somewhere, and enhanced body walked in. But as a man, cannot lose composure.
Focus.
I was looking straight.
No temptation.
Focus. That's the word for
She
today.
was tapping me.
Focus.
See her.
I would do it.
I'm not gonna look.
But I swear, I wish I just.
Your whole body has looked. Your whole
My body
body.
look, but my eye like. Because if you look to the rest of your life, you will explain.
Bro, let me,
back to the
let me quickly go.
friend
So
story.
she told me like, dude, look at now, this is enhanced. I was like, enhanced, really? I didn't even know what's the difference between not enhanced and enhanced. And she mentioned a few features. One of which was the fact that the waistline, like we said, was really tiny.
Very
It was
tiny, yeah.
unrealistically tiny. And
yeah.
for me, I was like, oh, really? That's what it is? Oh, okay, cool. And I'm like, does this now make me want this person? No. Every BBL I'd seen after that, until I saw one person, didn't mean much to me.
Who is that one person? Tell us.
One
Is it
person.
Plastic?
One person.
I met one person,
Oh,
and I was like,
first letter.
I was almost going to say, sorry, excuse me, please, your doctor.
Is your body real?
You should wake up every morning and just
I
send
just
your
send him
doctor
money,
a
press
message that,
money.
Bros,
press money.
So
you
you
are.
expected the goods.
You don't know, I just saw it. I just saw the lady. I was like, wow, is this person? Like,
Okay,
wow.
so I just want to quickly say
so-
something before we take the main conversation.
No, let me finish my thought too.
Wait, let me take this, then we go back to
Okay.
you on the thoughts. Now, over the years, people have found different ways to beautify themselves, from the conventional makeup to beauty products to eyeliners and lipsticks and all of that. Don't you think that BBLs are just another form of technology that's helped improve women, look better with their bodies? And is there anything really wrong?
Okay, so I was going somewhere
Yeah.
when I was talking. I talked about the fact that yes, I didn't even know what it meant and all of that. Eventually, when I realized what it meant, I made excuses for them. Number one was, a woman would always want to be a woman. She would always want to look good. She would want to have the best body. She would want to have the best face, best makeup, and what have you. However, how does it affect me as a man? Does it move me? Is it a temptation to me? No, it's not. I wouldn't look at a woman with BBL and say, I want this. No.
So
I would
each
like
of us-
it. So for
just
me,
one time.
I would just
One
look
time,
at it.
one time,
Oh,
just-
this person
Just
looks.
small snack.
No.
One time.
So for me, maybe because I'm not really a behind kind of guy,
Front.
Do you understand? Even the
Then they
front.
do front too.
For me, the front, I don't know. Like for me, I don't know how it looks to me. It just when it's not natural for me, it just feels like
we need to.
it's not appealing.
So
It's
I'll
not
help
appealing
you.
to me.
Imagine Okpe with Zainab body.
Oh my God! For those who don't know what
They
Richard is talking
know.
about,
They can't know.
Zainab
imagine
Okpa
Okpe
produces on the
in
show.
front with the body of Zainab.
But that would be weird, though. That would be weird because that is too much in a body. For those of you who don't know these people, you won't understand.
It's not working out.
No, it's not. That's what I'm trying to think about it. Like that would be ridiculous. Like, what is the problem? What are you trying to put
What is
container?
this?
You are trying to put a 40-foot container
You want to kill somebody.
on a kiosk.
But essentially, that's what BBL is, though.
That's the thing. It doesn't
that's what
look
it is.
good. Do you understand?
Okay.
There are
For us
some
to
people
round
that it
up
looks good.
so that we
on,
can take the
do you
main
understand?
topic.
But for me, it won't appeal to me.
I'm just
Do you
going to
know?
ask
A lot
you
of it will not
this,
appeal to me.
eat
That's the
or
truth.
Pass?
BBL. It's a pass for me, man.
Rich uncle, eat or pass?
Increase the volume.
The mic no good.
Increase the volume.
The mic is not working.
Maybe one time eats. No, no, no.
One time eats.
One time eats.
For scientific reasons.
For research purposes.
research purposes.
So wait,
Thank you.
you will fall
Thank
for
you,
the
my man.
temptation.
Thank you. Okay, gang, eat or pass.
I'll pass after I hit. I don't know what you guys are saying. Because, see, because this is what's going to happen. It's simple. Oh, this is the BBL they've been talking about. It's like this. It's the same thing now. Come on for here. You get me? It's
Because you're a scientist. We're all scientists.
Here's
We're
the thing.
researchers.
For research purposes, I mean.
Researching, yes.
What always shocks me is the way people that can afford it pay to have enhancements that certain people have naturally.
Naturally, yeah, true.
People have natural lashes. People don't know this about me. I don't have eyebrows until you take a good look, but don't look.
Oh my God.
So here's
you
the
don't?
thing. People will pay for something that other people have naturally.
Exactly.
Not
yeah.
accepting who they are.
Yeah.
And these things have long-term effects.
Okay.
So your BBL looks good now. You might not be able to afford to keep it in the next 10 years. But what happens? That's surgery. The nose,
Why
the
did you talk
cheekbones,
about
the
your
breast.
eyebrows? Now, that's the only
Now
thing
you
I'm
can't
looking
see.
at.
No,
That's
I'm looking at you, man.
So, but
Seriously, looking at you, man.
that's the thing. So at the end of the day, you enhance yourself and you can't keep up. 10, 20 years from now,
But you know
you
when
look
Zeno
like a
was-
goblin.
But you know when Zeno, we know when Zeno was here, they no born you were talking, say you no get eyelashes.
I know what is in no get.
You go feel it.
What do you know get?
What is Zeno no get?
Zeno, you know I told you. I told
Hey,
you.
no, no,
You've
what
been
is Zeno
collecting.
No, he can't grow facial hair now.
Oh.
Wow.
Alongside maturity.
Long gone, I feel collecting bullets.
He can't grow facial
He
hair.
can't grow facial hair and maturity. All right, we'll take a quick break.
Sauce. Jesus.
When we return, we'll take
Steady
the
collecting.
main topic for today.
Zeno.
We're going to
Sorry.
quick break and we'll be back soon.
If I don't
All
tell
right,
people-
welcome back. It's still the Black Table, and we're going to be touching base on our main topic for today, and it's about how society and technology affects certain aspects of our lives. And the main topic is very simple. It is raising a girl child in today's world of technology. What are the things you need to check?
Olamide,
What are
where is
things you
this
need to
coming from? I
control?
know you have a daughter.
We all have daughters.
No, but you, where is this
No,
coming
except
from?
no, he doesn't know about his daughter. But it's okay. It's
What do you
okay,
mean?
It's okay. It's
The
okay.
girl never tell him.
He doesn't know. He's got more than what he knows. So.
No, but Olamide, where
Share
is
some
this?
peace of
Where is
mind,
this?
bro.
I know you have a son
It's-
and a daughter.
So the thing is this, yeah. Everything we've talked about today doesn't necessarily come from me. There are questions. People keep talking.
But we know this one is
about-
personal.
we know this one
It's not
sounds
personal.
It
It's not
sounds
personal.
personal.
No, it's
not
okay,
personal.
bro. It's okay. There's nothing wrong.
I mean,
it's okay.
It's not personal.
Okay,
but
let's start by asking you a question on
Yeah.
the show, right? You have a daughter. You have a son.
I'm not the one on the spotlight.
Yes, but
You guys are.
Right now,
You guys are.
what is your own experience in raising your daughter? Because I'm coming from a place where I only have daughters, 2 daughters.
Yeah.
And society sometimes says there's a difference between raising boys and raising girls.
There is actually, bro.
Some people will tell you it's easier to raise boys.
It is.
Harder to raise girls.
Girls, yeah.
And I feel that's because a lot of boys weren't raised. They were just tossed into the deep end, learn how to swim. And then the focus is on the girl child, where we try to raise her in certain ways.
Yeah.
And then boys just learn by default. You have a son and a daughter, and I know
Yeah.
there's a difference. So
Yeah.
I'm asking you now, how is your experience from your son to your daughter?
You know what? Thank you for saying that. I think definitely there's a difference in raising a girl child and a boy child. There are 2 different ways of managing it. But today we're more focused on raising a girl child, and I'll talk mostly about that from my own experience. I have a 9-year-old daughter, and every day it keeps blowing my mind how much information she's exposed to, and how much she's influenced by certain things. I remember one time I got back from work and I walked into the living room and I saw what she was watching. She was watching one of these programs on the Disney Channel, and I stood there. I was there just for about 2-3 minutes, and I was shocked with the underlining things that were being passed on and all of that. And I realized that generally parents, guardians, and whatever you are to a child, you need to be very involved in their life. And when it comes to the technological aspects, and when I say technology, I'm not just talking about tabs, the internet, and all of them. I'm also talking about traditional things like television and other gadgets that we might not think is exposing them to it. You need to re-educate them on certain things. And as much as you're right when it comes to boys, a lot of boys are tossed just out there. You figure it out yourself. But I think it's a bit more dangerous for young girls. And that's my own opinion. No one has to agree with it. I think it's a bit more dangerous for young girls because under the wrong situations, things can really go bad quickly.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Because my daughter is like, it's like 12 or 13, I'm not sure exactly. And in her class, she's the only one that does not have a phone or a tablet. She has a laptop, however. And we've had that running battle from the day she got into secondary school. Why don't I have a phone? All of my friends have phones. I'm like, explain to me why you need a phone. She can't explain. And all of her friends have Snapchat, they have TikTok.
Exactly.
And in all honesty, I see what these people do on TikTok and Snapchat. I'm like, there's no way you're going to be doing this while you're here. So one day she sat me down and said, okay, so at what point am I going to get a phone? I said, when you're done with secondary school. And she's like, no. A part of me feels like I'm depriving her of life. I'm not going to lie. A part of me feels like, okay, if everybody's doing it, why am I excluding her? But I also understand that it's my responsibility to raise her the way I see best. Not just fit, best. Now, and I try to explain this to her, but she would never understand it. I don't want you to be dependent on your phone. I want you to be an adult that if you don't have your phone around you, it changes nothing about you. Like I've shown her a couple of people like, see, this person, okay, so one day her mom was looking for her phone and she was very hysterical. Oh, where's my phone? I'm like, that's what I don't want you to be like. And she's like, no, but it doesn't matter. Okay, these long girls, sometimes she'll take my phone and she'll say, oh, can I just use your phone? You don't open a TikTok account on my own phone. I'm like, this is not happening. But the reality is, you can do your very best, but they will still
Find ways around
find
it.
ways. But, and then the reality still remains that it's a battle that I fight every day. That okay, am I being too strong on her? Like, I don't think this is really necessary. Like, because everybody in our class, they all have Snapchat, they have Instagram. I'm like, Auntie, it's not happening. It's not happening. And every day when she comes to me with it, I feel bad. I'm not going to lie. I feel very, very bad. But a part of me says, you know what? I'm saving you from yourself.
You see,
Okay, so Jack, you want to weigh in on that?
so raising a child for me personally is not something I'm particularly very knowledgeable about, and I'll tell you why. I was born out of wedlock.
No, but I think we know why, though.
No,
because
hold on.
you said you have a couple of girls that you don't know about.
Hold on. Hold on.
That's why.
You know, I was born out of wedlock. Wait, now let me finish my thoughts, please.
No shots.
So
Just
you know the
being
thing
honest.
is, you know the thing is this, right? My parents were never married, and that weighs on me a responsibility to make sure that I have to get it right with my children.
Bro.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Wisdom,
And in
wisdom,
doing
wisdom.
that,
You don't want to make the mistakes
it
of your
doesn't
parents.
matter whether or not your colleagues have this or that. It doesn't matter. Like you said, what I seem or what I deem best
for you.
for you
Yeah.
is what you will do. However, I won't say that and just toss them away. No.
Okay.
I will engage them in specific activities that will put their minds to play.
But you know that's a constant battle every day.
Yes.
I love
That's
that.
why it's the
I love
Yes,
navigator.
it's important.
I love
What
that.
you must understand about children is if you leave their minds idle, they will think about the things that they want to do. But when you engage their minds, they are busy with what you have engaged them with.
Okay.
Now, you said something about the fact that, you know, the girl child is a thing. And, you know, we focus a lot on the girl child. What we don't understand is that the boy child is equally important as well.
True.
When you toss the boy child out in, into the wild, that's where you get rapists from. That's where you get abusers from. That's where you get, people who are irresponsible and nuisances to the society. But when you take a boy child and engage the mind of a boy child, because what you must understand is that women or the girl child, needs to learn this, needs to be taught this, how to sit, how to pick things on the floor, how to do this. A boy child also needs to know how to be respectful, knows how to speak to a lady, knows how to do the things that he's supposed to do as a gentleman.
Okay.
I have a friend who literally teaches her children how to use chopsticks. That's an activity that does not need to go on TikTok. Chopsticks. As I am like this, I was in the UK.
We know. London, London taste. We know.
We went to a Chinese restaurant. They gave us chopsticks, and I remember that I learnt it. I think sometime when I was young, and I was trying to get it together. I was just trying to get it. Eventually, I figured it out. If I didn't learn it, I wouldn't be able to use it.
Yeah.
Those are things that you need to teach the boy child. People say boys don't. I know they don't. You don't have need to teach them how to do something. You know, my mom used to say something. It's vulgar, but I'm just going to simplify it. My mom would say that you're not going to use your privates to cook in the house. You're not going to use your privates to wash in the house. You're going to use your hands. She will teach me how to clean the house. She will teach me how to cook. She'll teach me, because when your wife cannot do it, you should be able to step in and do those things. Those are the things that we need to teach our boy child as well as our girl child.
Can I say something moving away from his privates? Now, I feel that I have this strong feeling.
Why?
I have this strong feeling that women run the world.
Okay, where we go?
I was like, you didn't know that.
No, I knew, but I'm just sharing it for those that don't know.
For those that don't know, just
Women run the world, but there's just something about this world that I feel is so unsafe for women. It's so dangerous for the girl child, for the female species. And it is scary that the world is that dangerous for our women, that we focus a lot on their safety and how they are about in society. And I just realized that the reason why I am so afraid of what the world is to women is because men were not raised.
Exactly.
Wow, you know what?
Exactly, that's what it is.
That was
That's
really
what it
solid.
is.
It's
Thank
because
you.
men were not raised.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Thank you. So we
Because
kind of
if
circle
men
back
were raised,
to what you were saying.
the world would be a safer place for everybody.
All right, you know what, guys? Thank you for the very wise things you've said this evening. We're just going to dive right into the comments we have from social media, and then let's hope we can feed off it quickly. Gang, you'll be taking our just a tip today.
I've got tips for
I know.
days.
I know that the word for today is focus. So yeah. All right, quickly. Ashola says you people are carnivores. Talking about Dek.
Who is that?
Rich uncle.
I don't know what you're
and
talking
gang.
about. Who's that?
Said you. Okay, so you guys are carnivorous animals. You people don't deal with temptations. You are temptation personified. You people are crazy. Hashtag that's all.
This person is watching the wrong show. It's not the show that you're watching.
Aminat says, Dek, welcome back. Hope you came back with plenty chocolates. Did you?
Yeah, well, yes, I did.
No.
I did.
Meanwhile, who is rich uncle always turning to talk to? Your female producers. We cuckoo never see their faces before. Well done, guys.
Big
I told you to bring these guys on the show one day.
big things.
Adayo says, you people have still not answered the question, no. Which one is rich uncle saying? May our spec never chase us. If they chase us, uncle, wait first. Did you all marry your specs? You people can play too much. Did you marry your spec? Okay, rich uncle.
If I didn't marry my spec, I would die in the streets.
Okay, so rich uncle, that's a yes.
I would die in the
Did
streets.
you marry your spec? Okay, he's thinking about
He's thinking about it.
Did you marry your spec?
The Sulela leg.
Okay, gang has never had
I've never had a physical spec.
Yeah.
I've never had a
He's
physical spec.
sexual waiting at the column.
So you had a spiritual
So what
spec,
do
right?
you mean by you never had a physical spec? Anything goes.
No, see,
No, that's what it means.
Can I be honest? And Olamide, don't shoot me when I say this. Please, you guys don't
I'm
shoot me
already
when I say this.
laughing. All right.
Because of the experiences I had with rejection, when I was a lot younger, my size came into play and so many other things. And I was wondering why people were classing me like that. When it came to women, all I needed to know was that you had a functioning vagina. So I don't care about other things.
Whatever package you came in, you
Your
didn't mind.
personality really mattered. Your personality is key.
So what you're saying, let me just simplify it for the audience. You've been with big, small, slim, fat,
Yeah,
yellow,
yeah,
black,
yeah.
orange.
Keep going, keep going.
All right, let's get back to
It doesn't matter.
the comments.
A woman
All
is a
right.
woman.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Adolakwo says, let me tell you why I wear waist beads. They can be used in foreplay or during intercourse.
How?
I don't know how.
How?
It's give an extra sensation that both you and your partner will enjoy waist beads.
Sound effects.
I think that's some other type
From
of waist beads.
experience.
Waist beads attract men sexually. When my man sees the beads on my waist, he gets sexually aroused. Okay,
The
good
question
for
is
you.
when you
Good
get
for
the
you.
beads. No, but the question is when you
Wait,
get
I
the
still,
beads
I still
from,
have
though.
to take them. We'll
Okay,
take,
go ahead, go ahead.
we have Atkunle. Atkunle says, Omo, I dey fear girls with waist beads. So, you know the story about the man whose wife was pregnant and they had to do CS and the beads had to be cut off. Baba, I clear. They said, what
am I doing?
And so there's a story on social media that
Yeah,
trended
yeah.
some a while back about that. And that's what Atkunle is talking about. Finally, Agbinga says, please, who is Okwe and Zainab? Are they single? Question mark. I love the name Okwe, and if she is single, let's have dinner first, I beg, because the way rich uncle called Okwe's name is different.
We love them
Okay.
too.
On that note, Okwe,
So real quick,
yeah, real quick.
there was something I wanted to say about
Just to
waist
say-
beads. You know, not everybody that wears waist beads makes it visually accessible to other people. Sometimes you don't know a lady's wearing waist beads till you get to that stage.
Have you gone to that stage with
Some people, a long time ago. So some people expose it and they're like, see my waist beads to try and attract you. So that's a different thing.
Okay.
So you want the tip right now.
I don't want the tip. You just give just a tip.
My face,
I don't want the tip.
So
Don't bring it close.
let me give you my tip. Let me give you my tip.
Just
for
a
Why
today.
are you giving? Who are you giving
Just
this
a
tip?
tip.
Let me give them the tip.
Like you've always done anyway, bro. So it's
It's
okay.
real simple. I would say if you've been blessed and privileged to have both male and female children, don't try to raise them differently. Try to raise them well and educate all of them. But if you have just one gender like I do, it doesn't mean you should lose your focus. You can learn from other people that have kids as well. But just remember this: the male child should never be neglected when being raised. That's my tip.
All right, thank you
Never
very much,
neglecting your
gang.
child.
Well said.
Yeah.
Thank you to every other person who's been a part of the show. Thank you, Deck.
Thank
I'm
you.
getting my chocolates and all the other goodies right after the show.
Why are you getting
Thank
your
you.
chocolates, though?
Thank you.
Why am I getting my chocolates again? Because we know things. I know where those children
You'll
are.
get it. Don't worry. You get it. Don't worry. You get it.
Rich Uncle, thank you very much. Gang, thank you. It's been
This
such...
not temptation.
Okwe and Zainab.
Big things,
How are you?
yeah.
All right, it's been such
That's
an
an inside
exciting
joke, by the way.
edition
It's
of
an
the
inside
show.
joke.
We're back here next week, same time, same level of energy.
Same temptation.
Same level of temptation.
I'm not there.
We will avoid it. Hopefully,
always.
we will find the guide and map to telling you how to avoid it.
The Bible said
But
in Mark
then,
chapter 1 verse 2, don't do it. Don't do it.
okay, flee, don't do it. All right, it's been amazing. We'll catch you guys same station next week, same time. And remember, the darker the night, the brighter the stars.
I don't know about
Do
that
have a
one.
wonderful weekend.